Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I'm going to tell y'all some things that y'all should know about Spelman that I wish I knew, plus some tips as while we do my makeup. While we do my makeup. So before we get started, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below what you want me to do next. And thank you to my Spelman sisters who helped me out with this video and DM'd me / text me some tips that they wish they knew as well before coming to Spelman. So let's get started. First thing I'm going to address, I already did my eyebrows, and so the way the video is structured is each step is going to have a tip associated with it. And then after I'm done with my makeup, I have some additional tips that I want to include as well. First tip, you do not have to join every club or have an internship lined up for the summer, and you don't have to compare yourself, or you should not compare yourself to others. Everyone's path is going to look different. So imposter syndrome may also come up in the mix as well. So for me, I felt as if I needed to join every single club this semester, apply to everything. It's important that you take opportunities that are presented to you, but if the opportunity does not line up with your end goal or professional goal, I just don't suggest doing it. Be strategic with what you apply for and what you decide to join. So for me, I want to work in sports. Most of the things I do align with leadership and sports, because I want to have high leadership position within the NFL, kind of looking at sports operations right now. But so just gaining leadership positions that are sports related and applying to internships. Not too many. I'm not putting too much pressure on myself about that, but just be strategic, and also know you don't have to join everything, because every organization will not serve you in the same way, or may not serve you at all. So now the first tip is over. I didn't do my primer, so we're gonna do my primer and we're gonna move on with the next tip. I have two primers, one for my nose, I can't really see, one for the rest of my face. Everything sweet ain't sugar-coated. For my next tip, this is about books. Do not buy your books from the bookstore. It's cheaper to buy your books from Amazon or find a PDF file online for free. So not everyone, but mostly everyone has a $500 book credit, I think, to go towards their books or any school supplies that you need. But if you may not have that or may not want to use that book credit, you can always go online and find a free PDF file. Also, for example, this kind of goes into my other tip, but ADW, African Diaspora and World, is a class every first year has to take. So don't buy any books for that class unless you like to read physical books. We have a Dropbox with all the digital textbooks in there that we pass around. Don't tell nobody, but yeah, I just don't recommend buying books for ADW unless you want the physical copy. So yeah. Then baby, it will never grow. Just know when you're moving in, there will be limited storage in each dorm. Before moving in, grab a locker and get a combination lock for it. Also, don't bring a lot of clothes. Only bring what you need, because you'll buy more. The seasons change, so only get what you need for that season. Just know also in Atlanta, it gets very cold. So the first semester, it's going to be hot all the way up until probably finals week. Or no, it was really cold finals week. So up until probably the first couple days of December, it's going to be hot, very warm. Now when you get the last 2 weeks, you're going to be here for your last week of class, and then that week for finals, it's super cold. I recommend bringing at least 2 weeks worth of winter clothes, and then after that, take all your summer clothes, your fall clothes home, bring back winter clothes, because it will be cold for the next 3 months. It's extremely cold right now. We never talking loud, and you know plenty. You know what I'm talking about, 'cause you just get. Concealer is done. For my next tip, don't feel that you need a lot of money to attend Spelman. You do not need a lot of money. Broke college student is definitely a thing. If you do want a little extra money in your pockets, I do recommend looking on JobX for on-campus jobs, as well as looking into work study, because work study and on-campus jobs work with your school schedule, and you get a little extra money in your pocket. So I definitely recommend doing that.
Cause you ain't never talking loud and you know plenty. You know what I'm talking about, cause you.
Let's get into the next tip. It's okay to feel like you're not motivated or you're not doing enough in your first semester. It seems like everyone has it together, but we really are all going through the same thing, trying to find our footing. You will not automatically be the best. If you were the best in high school, everyone is on the same level achievement-wise and academic-wise. And so that is very true. Highly agree with that. That tip came from one of my Spelman sisters. And everyone here is top of their class. Everyone's top 10%. Everyone, some people are valedictorians. Everybody comes from the same background. Academically, it's very competitive to get into the school. Everyone has similar GPAs coming in just because that was the requirement to get into the school. So that was the standard that was set when we were first admitted. So that's why I think that's very valid, and just don't feel that pressure to be the very best academically, because that's not always the case. In college in general, no matter where you go, academically it's completely different from high school. And socially, I think for me personally, it was easier for me to balance my social and academics in high school than it is now, because it's less structured. So to be able to find that balance, and it was just really helpful and less mentally straining. So yeah, one size. I haven't been showing y'all what I'm using, but there's a whole YouTube video like of me doing my makeup step by step. So I thought, you know,
Everything sweet ain't sugar-coated.
Let's get into the next tip. Be mindful of how you carry yourself on campus and off campus. Your reputation starts once you set foot on campus and will follow you even after you graduate. Your reputation can affect your ability to get internships, gain admission to on-campus organizations, join e-boards, and maintain a good social life. The AUC is small and Fizz is a real thing, so just be really mindful of how you carry yourself within the AUC. It's very small, so not just at Spelman, but at Clark and Morehouse too. That's very important, and I think that's it. I don't, there's no more elaborating. Just be mindful of how you carry yourself. Be mindful of what you say and who you say it to, because you don't know who that person may be, and what opportunities they might have in store for you. So if you say the wrong thing, especially at the wrong time, you might have just ruined future opportunities for yourself. So that's really, just be really mindful.
Just to get me, yeah, you so pretty. If everything is tempting.
Network only with upperclassmen or professionals. Network across and build relationships with the girls within your class. NSO week is the best time to find your college friends and meet new people, and the best time to network and just develop those genuine relationships, because you don't know what that person might be in the future, what goals they have, or how they can help you or how you can help them. When it comes to relationships, don't always look for something to gain. Look for a genuine connection. Don't always expect to gain something from a relationship. So yeah, that was one thing they really instilled in us in NSO week, is that don't just network with professionals or upperclassmen, network across. Be friends with these girls that are in the same class as you, because they're going through the same exact thing you're going through. We're all taking ADW together, we're all taking FYE together. And then eventually when it comes to sophomore year, we'll all be taking Braven, not at the same time, but we'll all be taking Braven together. We'll all be going through these different life stages within similar time periods. So it's very important, to be friends with people that are understand what you're going through.
Pretty. If everything is tempting, go.
Next tip, don't just stay within Spelman, look into other organizations in the AUC. There are organizations at Morehouse and Clark that are open to everyone in the AUC. So for example, two organizations that I'm a part of that are not at Spelman are the Morehouse RHA. So I currently represent Brazil Hall. Well, Brazil Hall is Miss Brazil and second attendant to Miss RHA. And I was able to be a part of this organization through a pageant, which is open to girls at Clark and Morehouse, at Clark and Spelman. And across the AUC, I'm also a part of the Texas AUC Club. So anyone from Spelman, Clark, or Morehouse who are from Texas are allowed to join that club. And there are many other clubs like that. Get staple business attire so you'll be ready for fairs or interviews. Utilize your resources, even if it's the smallest thing ever. There are so many people here to help you succeed. So don't feel the need to try and figure everything out on your own. Don't try and figure out everything on your own, because there's resources to help you figure out what you want to do academically and professionally. For me, the #1 resource I use on campus is the Student Success Center, and it's personally helped me academically and trying to figure out what track should I move and go towards, since what I want to do it's very niche in my opinion. There are girls here who want to do the same thing as me, but not many. So using the Student Success program or going to this center has really helped me decide and choose how I want to move academically, mainly with my major. So
Lady, you know what I'm talking about, 'cause you just get me, yeah, you so pretty. If everything is dipped in gold.
Okay, while we wait for this to dry, my next tip will be Spelman is expensive. Tuition isn't the only cost. Books, supplies, getting around, and eating all adds up. If the cat food isn't great, you end up ordering DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, etc. It can get really pricey really fast, so plan ahead. I'm just gonna read all these. These are from my friend Sadea, who also helped me out with this video, and she has a lot of tips for y'all. Her next tip is prereqs matter. Some majors have a ton, and if you don't take them in high school, you might not even start your major until sophomore year, which is completely normal. Most people don't start their major until sophomore year unless you're part of the dual degree engineering program, which they're trying to fit 4 years into 3 years, so you start your major pretty early on then. But usually for most majors, you start your major in sophomore year. Definitely plan to not fall behind or overload later. So I do recommend, if you're coming in as a true first year freshman, true first year with no college credits, definitely try and not to repeat any classes. For me, I came in as a sophomore, so I have space to repeat classes, thank God, but not too many. So yeah, keep that in mind. #3, the grading scale is completely different. Professors can be super strict, and what you thought was an easy A might end up being a B, so it takes some time to adjust. We have the plus and minus system here, and professors are also allowed to determine what an A is in their class and what isn't. So in one professor's class, a 90 to a 99 or 90 to 100 might be an A. Another professor's class, a 90 to a 94, A minus, and a 95 to 100 is an A. It just really depends. So definitely had to be adjusted to that. So I think my setting spray is dry now. We're gonna move on to mascara. Okay, you'll see me. I'm done with my mascara. And last thing I have to do is my lip combo, but we're gonna give a last little miscellaneous tips and things I wish I knew before coming to Spelman. And another thing, cross-registration. You can cross-register, take classes at Clark and take classes at Morehouse, as well as vice versa. Clark students can take classes at Spelman, and Clark students can take classes at Morehouse, and then Spelman students can take classes, you know, anywhere. So anybody in the AUC can take classes anywhere in the AUC. So yeah, let's do my lip combo. This is the makeup look. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below what you want me to do next. And I hope y'all enjoyed some things I wish I knew about Spelman before attending. Thank you again to my Spelman sisters who helped contribute to this video. And I'll see y'all next time.